The 7 greatest boxing trilogies of all time. From Ali and Frazier's historic fight to Vasquez's and Marquez's more recent battles, these trilogy fights have had a lasting effect on the sport. Prepare yourselves for a thrilling voyage through the boxing trilogy globe. We shall count down the top 7 boxing trilogies in this interactive journey, starting with the suspenseful 7th slot and moving up to the most excellent trilogy at the top of the list. Therefore, get ready, grab your boxing gloves, and let's start the fight. 7. Israel Vasquez versus Rafael Marquez.
Vasquez back. Oh, did that get Vasquez's attention? Now left hook to the jaw. And down goes Marquez.
From 2007 through 2010, these two Mexican fighters irrevocably changed the super bantamweight class. They produced a trilogy that will live on in boxing history thanks to their unrelenting fighting styles. On March 3, 2007, they had their most memorable battle, and it was promptly a work of art. Vasquez and Marquez traded enormous blows. When Vasquez delivered a vicious attack in the 6th round, the fight gained a fever pitch. He, in the long run, won by knockout in the 7th round. Their subsequent encounter occurred on August 4, 2007, and it was comparably serious. The two warriors battled in a horrible ever sea, hanging with observers as eager and anxious as Marquez looked for revenge this time. Both combatants showed remarkable tenacity and spirit throughout the 12 exhausting rounds of the bout. In the end, Marquez triumphed, winning a split decision. On May 22, 2010, they engaged in their decisive confrontation, capping off an exhilarating trilogy. The bout featured intense action, emotional exchanges, and another epic showdown. With each punch, Vasquez and Marquez gave all they had in the ring. Eventually, after 12 rounds of fierce battle, Marquez was proclaimed the winner by consistent vote. 6. Joe Louis versus Max Schmeling.
Joe Louis absolutely froze on the spot there, but crunching right hand.
Let's explore the legendary battle between Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, taking us back to the captivating 1930s. Their fights went beyond a boxing arena and acquired some significance during political unrest worldwide. Schmeling, a German fighter, delivered Louis a stunning punch during their first bout on January 19, 1936, causing him to suffer his first professional defeat. Schmeling became a representative of Nazi Germany's projected dominance in boxing due to this triumph. The world was observing as the match turned into a reflection of the international conflicts of the period. However, their second encounter on June 22, 1938, held in the venerable Yankee Stadium, would go down in sporting history. Louis's first round knockout of Schmeling stunned everyone and demonstrated his tenacity and spirit of resistance, winning the hearts of millions. 5. Riddick Bowe versus Evander Holyfield.
140-pound prime Riddick Bowe, but that go out of his game plan where he should be.
Getting into the heavyweight category of the 1990s, we come across the trilogy of Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield. These two titans fought a series of memorable conflicts. Holyfield lost his title in their first match, dubbed the Battle of Ages, 1992. But Holyfield took it back in a second match, famed for the flashy arrival of the Fan Man. The trilogy's conclusion in 1995 cemented its reputation. 4. Sugar Ray Robinson versus Jake LaMotta.
Sugar Ray, a left hook, and LaMotta cannot get his hands up. He staggers around the ring, and Robinson delivers him.
Further back in time, during the 1940s and 1950s, Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta engaged in a deadly feud. Despite not being a formal trilogy, their sequence of battles generated some great scenes. In 1942, LaMotta defeated Robinson for the first time, but Robinson got even in their future battles, ultimately winning 5 of their 6 contests. The intensity of their fight demonstrated both of their combatants' determination and skill. 3. Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward. The exhilarating trilogy by Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward guarantees to be an adrenaline-filled ride. Warriors contended a progression of incredible battles during the long period of 2002 and 2003. Their battles weren't simply any battles, they were terrific shows of grit, enthusiasm, and relentless assurance. On May 18, 2002, Gotti and Ward had their most memorable encounter and laid the basis for what might ultimately turn into a famous trilogy. Both combatants traded painful blows and refused to back up in this all-out struggle. Fans were on their feet as they watched the encounter, which was the most authentic type of boxing. The way that Ward had the option to take Gotti out in the 10th round is proof of their dedication. Another part was added to their legendary trilogy in their subsequent battle, named the Fight of the Year in 2002. After an extended challenge, Gotti was proclaimed the champion by a consistent vote. Their June 7, 2003 last match of their trilogy quickly rose to legendary status. In the 6th round, when Ward conveyed a shocking left hook that sent Gotti to the ground, the battle took an emotional turn. In this case, Gotti got to his feet and retaliated with all he had, showing the soul of a boss. With Gotti's unanimous decision victory in the thrilling finale, their trilogy was cemented as one of the most thrilling and unforgettable in boxing history. 2. Marco Antonio Barrera and Erik Morales.
Thomas. No shot of blocks.
Erik Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera start of the 2000s that significantly affected boxing. The trilogy's first chapter was released on February 19, 2000, and the final chapter was released on June 22, 2002. These fights between legendary Mexican boxers featured fierce competition, spectacular exchanges, and astonishing momentum swings that enthralled boxing fans around the globe. 1. Muhammad Ali vs. Joe Frazier. Our ranking is topped by the legendary rivalry between Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali, two heavyweight legends. Their trilogy, which lasted from 1971 to 1975, was truly historic. In the first match, dubbed the Fight of the Century in 1971, Frazier handed Ali his first ever defeat in a competitive match. Then, in 1974's illustrious Rumble in the Jungle, Ali used his rope-a-dope tactics to achieve a surprising knockout victory. The Thrilla in Manila in 1975, their third and final confrontation, turned into a complete attrition war. Both competitors displayed incredible talent and tenacity over the 14 exhausting rounds in the sweltering heat, with Ali winning by technical knockout. This boxing rivalry's apex was represented by this trilogy, which cemented their reputations in the records of sporting legend. These 7 boxing trilogies captured audiences with their intensity, ability, and spectacular moments, leaving a lasting impression on the sport.